Hello, I didn't quite see you there, but welcome to the Corner Cutting Championship. We're going to be getting things away in not too long, so that means stay right the fuck where you are, because things will be getting underway very shortly. Apparently, certain people need invites to the session, but I don't know why I don't have them on my friend list. People need invites, apparently. Reed will win, declares Technovin. Wow, that is an aggressive declaration. Where is Chegwin? Okay. I need to invite Chegwin and... Right, hang on. Why can't I invite Foxhound? Oh, he's not online. He's only online. Oh wait, Walter's racing. My teammate Walter will win. Well, we're going to have to see regarding all of that. It's going to be very, very spicy to say the least. Now, before we do jump on into driver's briefing. We could jump into driver's briefing now. Should we do it? Should we jump on into driver's briefing? 2 seconds. Let me just see something. I think we should go into driver's briefing. Why the hell not? Why the hell not? Okay. But sorry, Reed, but my faith is slightly less now. Peso's racing as well. That's also a thing that does exist. What we're going to do first is we're going to be throwing to a quick track guide. And then once we're back, we will be jumping on in for driver's briefing with all of our drivers before heading on into qualifying. To prepare for the upcoming Milky Serial Corner Cutting Championship opening round at Australia, we're here to take you for a hot lap here at Australia while giving the middle fingers to corners. So running into turn 1, usually you'd brake quite early, but no, we actually turn and drop it down into 7th gear and then 6th as we get on the power, and you can see that we have already gained over a second on our current best. Make sure to brake early now for what is effectively turn 2 as you're carrying more speed into this corner. Shift up to 4th and be careful on the throttle as you go over the curb and the bump and make your way back to the original track. We're going to take the try-hard line through the next part of the circuit because you don't really gain time by cutting the track. If you think you can gain time, go for it, but I personally would not recommend it. Now into the really annoying chicane, we actually just cut it, we drop it down into 7th, we yeet ourselves over the grass in the process as well, and we gain some more time. We're now 4.5 seconds up as we make our way into the best part of Australia, dropping it down into 7th gear, riding the car over the bumps and keeping it firmly on the track. Now down into sector 3, nice and late on the brakes. We still follow the normal racing line here because there is no time to be gained by being an idiot and cutting the corners. Into the penultimate corner then, dropping it down into 2nd gear, back on the power, and this is where you can be really cheeky. You head into the pits. No, we don't. We're back on the track, and we come back onto the circuit to complete a lap, a 1:15.0, but don't be surprised if you when...
Shall I really do
No, it's not Monaco. Anyway.
No, I was texting Matt.
We are in driver's briefing, so guys, shut the fuck up, okay? So I can say important things, okay? So for those
Matt.
So for those of you people who didn't actually read the rules,
Yo, it stinks in here.
I read the rules.
I'm gonna mute.
Willy farted, man.
Suck your mum.
Willy, stop farting. I can smell it from here.
You what?
WG play. I don't know why WG always gets himself server muted no matter where he goes. It's quite impressive. Right. Okay, moving on to driver's briefing because WG wouldn't shut up. Okay, in short qualifying, after qualifying, leave the lobby. I'm going to remake the lobby and then we go into race.
That's treason.
Race is 25% minus 1 lap. So essentially you don't have to do a pit stop. So if you want to go soft tires to the end, you can. If you want to go mediums to the end, you can. If you want to do a 3-stop and use full wet, you can do that as well. It's fine.
Do the tyres carry over?
No. So you can start on whatever compound of tyres you want.
You're quality on wets, boys.
So we can finish without pitting, without penalization.
Yes. The race results
Okay.
will be taken as you cross the line to start a said final lap. And you will get disqualified at that point if you haven't already pitted. But
Yeah.
I can see the order. If you get a photo finish, then, well, things will be interesting, but we'll see at that point. Not that I'm expecting it to happen, but if somebody does have minus 200-degree tires, the procedure is you let me know, and I'll let everyone else know either through the driver's racing room or on the Discord. I'll be putting it into announcements. Hang on.
I should probably like get my game on.
Yeah.
So.
So I'll post in announcements, I'll tag drivers if there is someone with minus 200-degree tyres. What will then happen is if we have minus 200-degree tyres, the first lap will just be done as essentially a rolling start. And you start the race once we get onto lap 2, and you just take it as a normal safety car restart, single file, and away you go. Any questions about that?
Nobody get cold tyres. That sounds complicated.
Don't get.
Yeah,
How is
that?
what
I like that because it gives everybody cold tyres instead.
Might spend these 18 minutes reading the rules.
If you get cold tires, just take it like a champ.
Essentially, if I say in the chat that we're having a rolling start, you start the race as normal, but you take it as if you were under safety car for one lap, and then the leader can decide to go when going through the final corner, and you start racing. Okay. Right. So, if you look on screen share, I've got the track map up. Essentially, the expected corners that I'm expecting people to corner cut are turn 1, turn 4, turn 9, 11, and 16. So, what that means is if you're looking to battle with someone, just be aware that they're probably going to be looking to cut the corners. I don't know if anyone out there is currently cutting any other corners out on circuit, because I would not expect them to be.
Well, I'm going to cut them all.
I'm
Okay.
cutting from turn 1. I go round to turn 11.
Agree.
That's pretty smart, to be fair.
I just put
There
like
is-
some rubber rings on my wheels and just go across the wall.
Yeah, no, I have already found a gate, you know, so...
I'm
if I
Jesus in
crash-
it. I can do that as well.
Oh,
So,
Sorry.
essentially,
Sorry,
just
Pedro.
remember, if you aren't planning on corner cutting and you're battling with someone, please take the outside line. Don't be on the inside and then the car along on your outside tries to turn in and you don't turn and blah, blah, blah. And similarly,
let's load up.
And similarly, if you have been forced to go on the outside and the car on the inside is not turning in, just don't turn in and report it after the race, and they will get a penalty.
Just shit on them.
Is it a penalisable offence to someone decides they're not going to cut this corner,
If a
cutting the entire
driver
race?
forces themselves onto the inside, so takes a defensive approach into a corner, and then does not corner cut in an expected corner cutting place, they will be penalised.
Gotcha. Sorted.
So you can't just do the whole
Whichever.
race without corner cutting.
No, if you want, you can do the whole race without corner
It's
cutting.
just like
But
shady moves I'm talking
if you're
about,
going to
really.
defend against someone, make sure to allow them to go on the inside so that they can corner cut.
Gotcha.
Is there damage?
Damage is set to
Reduced.
reduced.
Okay.
Also remember that while people are corner cutting, some people might turn in earlier than others, some people might look to corner cut more than others. So again, if you're side by side, make sure that the car alongside you has turned in before turning in yourself. And also remember that here at Australia, it's a lot of grass infield, so when people are corner cutting, people will spin. I'm not going to say any names, but people will spin. It's going to happen a lot. So if you're riding behind someone, just make sure to be aware that that can happen, because if they spin and you hit them, I'm not going to give them a penalty for it, and it's just going to be deemed as a racing incident. That's
Right.
everything I have. Are there any questions?
Yeah, can we ban Will for his name?
I
Oh wait.
haven't seen
I
his
need to
name, to
choose
be
car.
honest.
Yo. Why
That's
am
a
I
minus
My
TT
name hasn't updated
merchant?
yet, but hopefully it will.
Why am I
are you
TT merchant?
Because in your application, Chelarch, you said drive and name to be used
Oh, yeah.
in all standings and everything, TT merchant.
Hmm.
So Yeah.
Can
On
I
that
get another
note,
invite?
guys,
Or is it still
on that
I
note,
regret that.
Feel free to ready up in the lobby and begin qualifying.
Someone
Best of
just
luck.
left.
Milky.
Me.
Yeah,
Me.
someone just left.
Yeah.
I want my name to update.
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Milky. Can you let
Any
Niels
final
in?
questions then before I dip?
Can you let Niels in? Like he's
Niels?
he wants to race. Niels, he wants to
Oh.
race.
Oh, okay.
What's that name?
I don't have Niels on Steam, do I?
He
Well,
edited you. He said.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
believe.
okay.
Do I invite him in?
Who's
ARL.
Niels?
Okay. Let
He
me
sounds
invite.
fast. You shouldn't let him in.
I mean, to be honest, Riku, I don't think it makes a difference to you anyway.
That's
All
true.
the
I'll just
Czech
take him
guys
out
are
anyway.
100% sweat
Okay.
teeth.
I ain't let him back.
Just make sure you let Niels know the rules that I have put through, okay?
I know.
Because obviously... he's
I will tell him that he can take everyone out and he'll get penalized.
Yeah,
Are we
pretty
are we
much.
beefing over?
Yep. Right,
Sweet.
ready up.
If I get
I'll
taken out,
catch
I'm
you guys
quitting
after the
live.
race.
Have fun, guys.
All right, ladies and gents, that was driver's briefing. It was a rather long affair, I'll be honest, but it was definitely fun. Holy shit, stream has popped off. My stream is so delayed. Pesco and Walter could take each other out, Rosberg Hamilton style. Milky, you're gorgeous. Thank you, Fister. Wait, Sam's racing as well. Oh, he will win. My T.V is also delayed on the stream, but I'm going to head off chat and do some work. Enjoy, lads. Wow, this is more official than FXR briefing. You damn right, boys. I'm noticing a lot of Sam fans in the chat, and I don't like it, to be honest with you. Right, ladies and gents, it would appear that people are getting on into the lobby. It's insanity. Oh my, that hurt my head. Also, someone might want to message Techno. He's gonna miss out on some cool stuff that's gonna happen, like for reals. Sam for the win. Anyway, with that said and done, ladies and gents. That was me burping, by the way. We are into lobby. So. Okay. We already discussed before that we are expecting 115s, low 115s from most drivers. We know that some people are capable of setting 14s, maybe even 13s, apparently. Okay, I have got the general chat open. Right. Literally everything's set up. This is actually a miracle. But the question is, why are people not going out? This was unexpected. I was expecting people to head out onto circuit to do some laps. So yeah. I'm watching on my TV, so YouTube chat ain't a thing, says Techno. Right. We've got a special guest.
Devastating.
Absolutely lovely. That was our special guest, who shall remain unnamed for the present point in time. You may be seeing or hearing more appearances from him over the course of the race, as we're seeing a Ferrari getting ready to come out. So it seems that it is finally time for the drivers to take to the circuit, where we can commence the corner cutting championship. And our first, wait. Oh, look at this. Vavota, he already knows the corner cutting that will be coming out on a circuit. And soft tires are out. Right, but I believe the first person who will actually be setting a lap is this man here, Willie G Plays. I'm just going to have a look if anyone's ahead of Willie G. No. It's only Vavota who's ahead of Willie G. Ooh, Hellarch. So we're going to ride on board then with Vavota as he's about to start his first ever flying lap here in the Corner Cutting Championship. Passes on medium tyres, and Fox Smash My Something is on an outlap of medium. So here we go then, Vavota to start his first hot lap in the Alfa Romeo and the first hot lap of the Milky Serial Corner Cutting Championship. We make our way towards the turn 1. Let's see how much Vavota cuts. It's a very early turn in, and he completely yeets it over the circuit. Beautiful stuff coming through from Vavota. Slowing it down now into what is effectively turn 2. Short shift up to 4th as you make your way through 3. A slight little lift as you head back onto the circuit and over the crest. And now down into the right-left chicane. You take this as if it's absolutely normal, and if you are try-harding it. Now into the chicane. Little lift. Very easy to lose a rear end, and I won't be surprised if we see quite a few incidents over the course of the race into the chicane. Into the second chicane, and Vavota holds it flat. This is a great setup he has that allows him to keep the car planted on circuit despite the bumps into the final sector. This is practically normal. Oh, Matt's in the way, and Vavota has to dodge the stricken Alfa Romeo, his own teammate costing him. Oh, Matty, dear boy. And actually, Vavota's not going to cut through the pit lane. Interesting strategy here from Vavota. And Vavota will cross the line. It's a 1:16.6. It's not very good. Let's see what Pesto can do. He's making his way through the final corner to complete his lap. What will it be across the line? He's going to be a 1:17.3. A pretty shit lap. What about Sandro Van Sand? He's on a lap now, making his way into the final sector. And currently, it's that check 1-2. Here in the Corner Cutting Championship. But the Williams making his way down into the final sector. And oh, Matt's retired from the session. Oh, Sandro could have reversed. He could have reversed. I would have let him off. I think Matt might be in for a penalty. I'm definitely going to need to see some footage because Matt's just stopped in the middle. Can't do that. What can Blue Wolf pull out? Oh no, Blue Wolf is struggling. Is Blue Wolf missing some front wing? Doesn't look like it. Let's see what Niels can pull out. As Fox, Niels in the McLaren. What is this? Oh, damage. Niels has damage on the front right of his wing. As Fox Smash My Something has just jumped up to P4 with a 21-0. Apparently, this is Lord Chegwin himself. Oh, Chegwin thinks he knows the cool tricks, but I don't think that one's going to work. Also, I do love the fact that people are going out on medium tires despite it just being, like, in no way a better... Oh, that's what we're talking about. That's the rear end loss that I was expecting to see here at Australia. And Chegwin demonstrating that perfectly. Into what is pretty much a flat-out section, but... Oh, Chegwin just running that little bit wide. And it does cost him massively. Recreate is on a lap, but let's see what Smash... I'm guessing it's Smash My Wheel. Smash My Something. Smash My Corners. Oh, that's a big corner cut. I don't know if that's an effective corner cut, though. Vavota's jumped to the... Vavota's still at the top of the time sheet. So Foxa with the 23.4. Let's see what Recreate can pull out. This is actually looking like a decent lap from Recreate. Could it be provisional pole for the Englishman across the line? Recreate jumps to the top of the timing towers. Oh, Recreate, the speed he carries, but that is definitely damage to the front wing. Or has he actually kept his front end unscathed? He's going to cut through turn 2. And he's going to back on out of his lap. Let's see what Chegwin's doing. Oh no, Chegwin's binned it. Chegwin's binned it through the chicane. I want to ride on board with Chalart. No, we're going to ride on board with Willie. No, Willie's been out before. Chalart has Nah, we got time, we got time. This is Drive to Survive, Willie G. This is most certainly Drive to Survive right now. I'm just going to turn down the... Oh, Willie! Willie! Oh, Willie! And look at that front end just flying off in the background. No, Challenge! Oh, Challenge! You silly boy! Rip, Charlie. Oh, Rip Willie. He's got damaged front wings, so he's going to be struggling. And he's on medium tires. A lot of drivers opting for the meme tires here. We don't call them the medium tires in the corner cutting championship. We call them the medium tires. Sandro has a huge kickoff at back end. As he gets the power down. Currently on a 22.6. He's going to be wanting to improve by about 7 seconds. And he's only 0.3 up at the end of Sector 1. His entry into the chicane looks decent. Outlaw, you can't talk. You were supposed to be racing. Where you at? I thought you weren't free. Anyway, Sandro with a nice clean run into what is the most fun part of the circuit, at least now anyway, in the corner cutting championship, because you completely yeet the car through both sectors. Let's see what the Sector 2 delta time is looking like. He was 0.4 up at the end of Sector 1. And apparently we cannot see a Sector 3 delta as Sandro really pushing the track limit. Wow. There was some kind of bump that he yeeted his car up into the air. That looked crazy. I see Outlaw is in the driver's briefing room, so I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Into the final corner then for Sandro Van Sandro. Sandro? Who knows? Across the line, it's a 16.6. And actually, he's one up. Okay, so Walter was listening to me when I said I would have let him go backwards. Not from this far back, Walter. I don't know. I don't know if in the future I should make this illegal or not, because you are ghosting. So not, you know what? It's fine. I didn't put it in the rule book, so that's my own bad. Vavota slow through Sector 1. Let's see what Niels can pull out. Oh, bit of understeer into the chicane. Does he have a damage on his front wing? I'm not too sure. Anyway, here comes Niels then. He's actually going to go for the full-out corner cut, but he understeers on exit. And that just means he's not going to be able to get onto the power as early. Loses the back end temporarily. The tires get cold at this stage. And what can Niels pull off as he crosses the line? It's going to be a 120.01, 5/10 quicker than a Foxhound. And the FXR boys, Sam Pfister, they're right down the order. This isn't looking very impressive. Pfister doesn't have... I'm loving the fact that no racing line is really throwing people off. It's throwing people off so hard. It is unbelievable. Oh. Let's see what Niels can pull off, though, in his second lap. Never mind, he's actually 2.5 seconds down. Sam, you bottled it, Sam. Oh, dearie, dearie me. We're going to ride on board with the current pole sitter Recreate as he makes his way around to start a new hot lap. Oh. Does he lose a back end? No, it's nice and juicy. It's nice and clean from Recreate. Down into turn 3 or turn 2, I don't know. Outbrakes himself because you do carry more speed into that corner than you would if you were on the normal, or at least the normal layout, let's say. Either way, it's looked decent from Recreate. Let's see what that first sector is. 400ths up. He might as well be an esports driver with how consistent these laps are from Recreate. Foxhound is also on a lap, expecting Blue Wolf to be able to improve, and he sends it. Oh no, Recreate. Oh, that was a bit of a wombat move, if I do say so. Sam is going to head on into the pits. Let's see what my boy Blue Wolf can do. The greatest graphics designer to ever grace F1. People talk about Jake Paul designs. No, it's all about those of Blue Wolf designs. Let's be real here. Into Sector 3. Pardon? YouTube. Fox Sound then, through the final corner. Will he fuck it up? Let's see. Across the line. Oh, it's a 16-3. Gabella. And he bottles it instantly after. But here comes Sandro. What can he pull off? Ooh, back end is loose through the chicane, but he keeps it on circuit. Exactly what he needs to do. Pesso is back out on a track as well. Surely Sandro can get well into the 15s and could potentially make this a 1-2 for Williams. Hello, Outlaw. Through the final corner then for Sandro Van Sant, the greatest Belgian to ever grace a game. A 15.6 to the top of the timing sheet. But Pesso has just obliterated him with a 1:14 dead. The Czech driver is absolutely flying. If there was one logo you wanted on my 6-hour endurance car, what would it be? Pay your staff. Hashtag pay your staff. Otherwise, have the Milky Zero logo. Wow, Pesso really, really sending it. Let's see what Checkers can pull off. He's 7/10 up at the end of Sector 2 into the final sector. Remember last time he really tried to cut this part of the track. Nobody taking my line through that final corner. They're missing out. They're honestly missing out. But then let's see what this will be. 21.0 was his best the previous lap at 19.9. And that will knock him up to a P7. What can Vervota pull out? He's actually 4 seconds down at the end of his lap. Vista, 7 seconds down at the end of Sector 1. Sandro's 9/10 quicker, but it's not going to be enough. He needs to find over 1.5 seconds. And can he find it in the final sector? Here we go, across the line, a 14.7, 7/10 down. I do like this from Sandro. I do like this from Sandro. I wish we could clip stuff here. Ooh, here we go. Checkers is on an improvement, 1.7 seconds quicker. He needs to find 3 seconds to jump ahead of Vervota, but he keeps on outbraking himself into the penultimate corner. Through the final corner we go. Smash my door. Whatever his name is, 18.4 coming through. Still in P7 and not an improvement. Remember, if anyone's watching and they want to get involved, there's a link down in the description to registering, and then you can join in the Discord server and all of that hoo-ha. Guys, you need to spam some stuff in the chat to help Sam. Spam some cams to help Sam. No, Samuel! Sammy boy! Through the final corner then. Actually, this isn't too bad from Sam. This might put him ahead of Niels. 79. Sam is quicker than Checkers. Let's go, boys. Recreate then. He's on a lap. Remember, Recreate was holding on to provisional pole not too long ago. And he's actually 7/10 down at the end of Sector 1, but that is a very nice line through the right-hander. And surely Recreate will be able to gain the time. Beautiful downshift, and he cuts it through the grass as well. I think he shifted up to 8th a little bit too early, and that might compromise him on this run. What on earth did you just post, Outlaw? What is that emoji? I can't even... I have no idea what that is. Pesso's retired from the session. Pesso is confident in his 14.0 Recreate. Understeers, that's not going to be helping him out at all. Here we go then, Recreate through the final corner to complete his lap. And it's a 117.7 is not good enough to improve. What can Vivota do in the Alfa Romeo? I didn't see if that was an improvement or not. Who knows? Sam is on another lap. Vivota, if he can find 3/10, it would take him ahead of Foxhound and put him on to, well, he's already on the third row of the grid. Did you crash, Peso? Good job, Peso. Either way, Vivota then into the final sector of the circuit. Nobody's cutting the corner. No one's cutting the pit lane. Interesting. Nobody likes my line through there. Fair enough, fair enough. What would this be? Vivota 14.6 to the front row of the grid. Oh, Walter. He was 3/10 up. It doesn't look like his front wing's undamaged. Let's see how the end of sector 2 is looking. No, he's lost too much time. Fister then. He is a 10th up. This might be enough to knock him just ahead of Recreate. And if you can find another few tenths in this final sector, you can jump ahead of Sandro as well. But Fister cutting a bit too much of the corner. And that will not find him any grip whatsoever. Here we go then. Fister across the line. He's weaving. He's not going to improve. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of qualifying. So, with that said and done, if everyone could please leave the session, that would be wonderful. And then what we're going to do is make a new lobby. But yeah, that was qualifying. Peso claims his first pole of the season. Now I'm going to wait for my lobby and everything to update and re-invite everyone in. Right, let's start inviting people. Vivota. I honestly need like a 2-minute break screen here. That would be perfect. Matt has been invited. Peso, Recreate. Yes, yes. Sandro, yes. Will, yes. Foxhound, invited. I think I've got most people. I'm just going to have Discord open. Right, now that that's done, let's get our host options up and loaded. Grid editor. Okay. So, I guess I can switch screens so you guys can see exactly what is happening here. Right. Chalach is at the back. Matt is only just one place ahead. Well, Will is a little bit further ahead. Vivota. Phone changes. Once more people are in, I can do more things. Why has this guy not joined? Fucking get in, Walter. Host options, grid editor. Okay, so. Recreate was ahead of Vista, behind Vivota. Sandro was behind Vivota. Niels was ahead of Matt. Foxhound was behind Vista. And Will was ahead of Chelarch. Sam was ahead of... Sam was behind. Okay. So, passive Vivota Sandro, passive Vivota Sandro, recreate Vista Foxhound, recreate Vista Foxhound, Sam smash Niels, Matt will Chelarch. Right, and I just need to check as well at Reed. I'm just going to invite Reed. If he can make it, then cool. If he can't, then... Actually, no. Right, okay. Sadly, Reed is not able to make it. So, on that note, I'm going to jump to spectate. And... okay. It would appear, ladies and gents, that we are ready to jump on it. Wow, look at this. Everyone's actually readying up. It's like a miracle. It's actually a miracle. I think Techno wanted to see your face. Huh? Cut your head off. Hmm. There you go. I'm not going to tell him that. That's weird. Right. Drivers are loading in. We have formation lap. I don't know what we're waiting for. We've got 12 drivers in, but they're all trying to slowly ready up. Okay, 28 seconds, there we go. People just loading in their setups or some stuff like that. I forgot that people have to load their setups. Why can't I invite people? I mean, I don't know how that works. Anyway, though, drivers are out onto the circuit. This is the formation lap. But remember, they're all just having fun on their formation lap. I'll let them. I don't really mind. If they report each other, then yeah, I'll look into it. But otherwise, it's all good. Okay, so all of the top 6 starting on soft tires. So is Willie. Everybody else, though, on the mediums. So remember, this is a 14-lap race, not a 15. Oh, I see. Let's invite Willie then. Thank you, Mr. Michael. You call that a formation lap? These guys have been murdering each other. There are only 2, 4, 6, 7. There are only 7 survivors of the formation lap. I invited Willie G, so he should be fine. Okay. Either way, it looks like we are pretty much ready to get underway. Oh. If Willie doesn't race, I'm... Here we go. It is a normal start. No shenanigans here. Peso and Vavoto on the start-finish line. Oh, and it's Walter who gets the crazy start. There's an incident behind with Sam and Pfister. Sam, I think, has lost the back end. What an idiot. And there they go through turn 1. And it's smashed. No, there's an Alpha that's... I'm sorry, but up ahead there's an incident as one of the Haas's run wide. Recreates made it through. Chelart has lost the position, and there comes Willie, able to find a way through Chelart. Great stuff coming in there from the young Brit. Niels closing on into Fox, but he runs wide on corner exit. That will compromise him without a shadow of a doubt. And while this is all unfolding, Chelart has closed on into Cheggers. And there's a Racing Point low joining in. Peso's involved in an incident. Oh, dearie me. There are cars facing the wrong directions and all sorts. Holy shit. I am really going to have my work cut out as a steward. There will be penalties, guys. There will be penalties. You can believe that. Charlotte has run wide, and this is going to bring Peso into play. He's going to go down the inside. And he'll pull off the move as Chelart, I think he was going to run wide anyway. He might have been squeezed out wide. If he did get squeezed out, that's a penalty that will be going Peso's way. As Cheggers has made a mistake, he's going to dive on into the pit. Surely soft tires will be going onto the car. And Blue Wolfer will follow through. You can speed into the pit lane. Okay, Pfister closing on into Sam. He's not too far back, and he will run wide on the exit of the corner, but he's still able to get very close. Down into turn 3. Sam has to be careful when putting on the power as we make our way through, I don't know, part of the circuit. I don't know what you guys want me to say. Just 3/10 behind, and that's a mistake from Chelart. Both Sam and Pfister will gain a position, and here comes Pfister on Sam. Pfister will look to the outside. Sam goes defensive. Contact between the two. Sam goes sideways and makes contact with the wall. I think that's a penalty that will be going Pfister's way. Pfister instantly looked to the outside and turned before Sam had turned into the corner. And I think that is definitely going to be a penalty for him. But this is absolute mayhem. Oh, there's Sam. He's still got damage on his car and has lost the back end with those overheated tires. Things will get cleaner as the season progresses, but remember, Australia is a very, very tough circuit for corner cutting. Foxhound is closing on in to Cheggers. Pesso's closing in on to Recreate as well. Ooh, tagging the wall does a Foxhound as Chell Archer dives on into the pits. New set of soft tyres are going onto the car. Nice little left from a Foxhound through turn 1. Still within a second of Cheggers as Cheggers runs wide. Cheggers has run wide. And that means the Foxhound is allowed a clear passage up into P6. Matt has left the session. Oh no, Willie actually got past Chellarch, but then dropped back behind as he ran too wide into T1. We're going to have some sparks. You guys know that we're going to have sparks between Chellarch and Willie. It always happens, and they never cease to deliver some excitement out on circuit. We're only on lap of 4 out of 14 as well. Remember, it's not 15 laps, it's actually 14 laps. So Chellarch just run wide, and Willie's going to really close in. Oh, guys, it is building up. You can feel it. It's about to happen. Oh, no. Oh, Jelly. Oh, Jelly. Oh, what was that? Will we see his car with the onboard? Oh. My heart for a second. As here comes a Pesso to lap Sam. Sam is actually a lap down at the moment. But look at this, Cheggers. Cheggers is closing on into Foxhound. Battle for P6 here. Don't forget, guys, Niels and Matt and Chellarch all score points. You get points regardless of where you finish here in the Corner Cutting Championship. Points for all 20 drivers as Vavota is into the pits. What's happened here is a damage for Vavota. There is. He's lost his front wing. Deary, deary me. Vavota will possibly drop behind Pista here. It's going to be close between the two Czech drivers. And there he goes. Aggressive turning coming through from Vista. But Vavota's on the freshest of tyres, so he should have the advantage. He should be able maybe even to take a fast lap, but... And there's Sam up ahead, still struggling. He's 30 seconds behind Willie. But as you guys know, anything can happen in the Corner Cutting Championship. We've got two battles emerging. Vavota on the back of Vista with the fresher soft tyres. Can he pull off a move into the sweeping chicane? We go, and so close. Cheggers is within half a second of Foxhound as well, but I feel like we're going to be seeing a move for P4 first. Vista runs wide. He'll be able to carry the momentum through regardless. And oh no, I think that's been a mistake further down the order. Look how close Vavota is getting to the rear end of Vista. Pesso on the back of Recreate as well, and I think Recreate's made a mistake. He has indeed. He's going to drop down. As down the inside goes Vavota onto Vista. Vista will not cut through the pit lane entry. And this is just a straight up dogfight. The two teammates, the two Mercedes teammates from FXR battle it out, and it is Vavota who moves ahead of Vista. As we start lap 6 of 14, but Vista gets a great run. He runs wide on corner exit. He does not have a DRS, and he will have no way to fight back on Vavota this time round. Pesso is now 10 seconds behind Walter. Sam is pitted again. Ghosting should be on here. Oh no, this means Fister's into play. They're side by side. Oh, this could end really badly. Oh, what a battle between the two. Fister pulls off the move, but they are still side by side on the run down into Sector 3. Fister on the inside of Vivota will break earlier, and Fister runs wide on corner exit. That will cost him, and Vivota moves back up to P4. Side by side through that chicane. Holy damn. Fister really seems to be struggling, and Cheggers might be able to close in at this rate as well. Peso closing in on to Walter. He's now just 8 seconds behind. Sam has retired from the session, which means that Sam is locked in for P9. As oh no, Sandra almost ran into him. What about Peso? Let's see. This could end badly. Nothing there. Recreate a further 18 seconds behind. And then it's a further 6 seconds down to Vivota. I just want to see fastest laps in a second. Yeah, there we go. 17.5 from Peso. You can clearly see who the quickest drivers are. It's Sandro, Peso, and Vivota. Things have started to die down, as tends to happen in the corner cutting championship after the first half of the race, due to the fact that we are only down to 8, or due to the fact that we only have 8 drivers remaining. If you do want to take part in the corner cutting championship, remember you can sign up. Sign up link is down somewhere in the description. Join the Discord server and all of that. Recreate then a 20.1 for Vota. And 18.2. He's gained 2 seconds on this lap. Peso's also gaining on to Walter. We will be having a fight for the lead of the race. But Vivota will close in onto Recreate before Peso's able to close up to Walter. Seems that Williams versus Racing Point is the Constructors battle, but then again, here at the end of the Corner Cutting Championship, we don't care about Constructors battle. That's why it's not in the standings. Not in the standings graphics either. Peso's pitted. What's happened to Peso? Does he have damage? Fresh soft tires going on for Peso. Now, usually, guys, the soft tires will do around 9-10 laps, and then people would be pitting onto the hards or the medium tires. So, is this smart from Peso? This does mean that Sandro can now pit on the next lap with 4 soft tires of his own, or he can try to nurse his to the end of the race. It's going to be interesting to see how the strategies do develop. Vota has closed in on to Recreate. Peso only 3 seconds up the road. Of course, that is down to the fact that he recently dived on into the pits. Here we go then, Vivota on Recreate, riding aboard with the Czech driver. You can see Recreate definitely gaining time through the chicane. But Vivota is within that 1 second. He will have ERS. Both drivers have pretty much no ERS remaining. That's what happens when you're corner cutting. You don't go on the brakes as much, and it's much harder to harvest that energy. As Willie retires, and he will lock in that P8 position. Vivota is going to have a look down the inside. Recreate will leave the room. Do either of them want to cut through the pit lane entry? The answer is no. Vivota will be able to get a better exit out of the final corner and sweeps past Recreate into the final podium position. Vota has a DRS as well. Peso 22.5 seconds behind Walter here. Sandro is losing nearly 2 seconds a lap. He's lost a second from the first 2 sectors alone. And I think Walter definitely is trying to take this Williams to the end. This is going to be a real dogfight, I tell you that. We're about to start lap 11 of 14. 5 laps remaining. Peso needs to gain 4 seconds a lap. I think he's only going to do it if Walter gets a puncture on the final lap. So, Sandro, a 19.8. Peso is about to set a new fast lap of the race. Let me know in chat, guys, who do you think is going to be taking the win? Sandro or Peso? Through the final corner then. 16.6 at 3 seconds quicker from Peso that last time round. Walter, he's lost a second through the first sector alone. Blue Wolf will surely peel well out of the way. Peso's just getting faster and faster and faster. This is tight, guys. This is so tight. Sandro only loses about 3/10 in the middle sector, but this is where he's going to lose a lot of time. Final sector, this is where you really need that grip from your tires. What about Peso? We'll see what his sector 2 delta is looking like. 2/10 up. The gap now 17 seconds. You can see that Walter is really struggling. 19.8 from Sandro. Lap 12 of 14, 3 laps remaining. Peso then across the line. A 16.5, a new fastest lap. Another 3 seconds going his way, but I think 1 lap short. As that's Willie's car that has retired. I guess he lost the back end on the exit of turn 1. Sandro 6/10 down at the end of the opening sector. Remember, guys, Sandro's on older tires, so his tires, his soft tires, we're talking about 50% or probably actually about 70% tire wear at this stage. With corner cutting, maybe it's actually less because he doesn't have to really push the limit of the tires as much. And Peso's only been able to close in by maybe a second on this lap so far. Let's see what this lap is from Sandro. He needs to be consistently putting in the 19s. If he does that, he's fine. If he ends up in the 20s or the 21s, that's when things get tricky. Lap 13 of 14. Foxhound retires. Just 6 runners remaining. 19.5 from Walter. $19.5 from Walter. What can Peso pull through? 17.0, 2.5 seconds. And that will not be good enough for Peso. Penultimate lap of the race. Vista up ahead. Will we be seeing any teammate shenanigans? Any teammate strats coming through from the racing points? Peso now 12 seconds behind, and even if it's 10, I cannot see Sandro losing 10 seconds on the final lap. Fista's just pitted. Fista did just come out of the pits. So maybe Fista looking to pick up fast lap of the race. Must have made a mistake because he is 46 seconds behind Recreate. Sandro 20.3. What can Peso do? Through the final corner to start the final lap of the race. Here at Melbourne, a 69. And it's only 3 and a bit seconds quicker. He literally needs 2 more laps. If he had 2 more laps, he'd be able to do it. Barring a puncture, barring a spin, Walter has this race. He just needs to take it easy. He could even do this lap. without corner cutting for ultimate points. Into the final sector, and Walter is 8.5 seconds clear of Peso. 3 corners remaining, make that 2. Fist is going slowly. Are the strats about to come out? Vista is really holding up Walter here. But Walter will come across the line to take the win. He's going to wait for Peso, who loses the back end on a corner exit. Peso will claim P2. And Vota will make his way through the final corner then. And Vota will take P3. Recreate will come across the line. P4 for Recreate. Oh no, Fizz has lost his rear end. The question is, I think Fizz is going to lose a position here. Fizz is going to lose a position. Don't forget, these two are still on lap 13 of the race. They are yet to complete 14 laps. And Fizz has made a mistake right at the very end. Has a Fizz thought that because Walters crossed the line? Oh no! Checkers has binned it. Checkers has fucked it. He's actually fucked it. But don't forget, Fister still has damage. There could still be a chance for Checkman to close in. Oh, is this a potential mistake from Fister? And just hit the line. It's almost a photo finish, but Fister will take the position over Cheggers. And there we have it. The end of the opening race. And it is Walter who wins, ahead of Peso and Vivota. Right, it's time for interviews. I'm in the driver's racing room, so if people want an interview, they can jump in and then I can unmute them. Should we interview Joff? Joff was meant to be racing. You know what? Let's bring in our top 2 drivers. We'll bring them in at the same time so that we can scream at them. We'll start off with you, Walter. Walter, why do you keep winning corner cutting races?
Huh?
Why do you
you like cut out for me?
Why do you keep winning corner cutting races?
I don't know, man. Too easy. I thought Peso was going to get like give me some challenge, but no, was nowhere.
And Peso, I'm gonna go to you. That start, you got mugged. I know you got taken out, but you still got mugged by Walter off the start.
Yeah, I'm just bad. That's it. Next time I will beat him. Trust me.
Good job.
I do need to ask you, Peso, what was that pit stop at the end? You were closing in, and then you pitted all of a sudden.
I hoped that Walter will get puncher, so it didn't happen. It didn't happen. So yeah, bad strategy again from me, like always.
Walter, I'll go to you. Do you not think it's, you know when a driver relies on another driver getting a puncture, do you not think that that is admitting that they are a driver of lower quality?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's so bad, over.
Okay, I'm gonna go
Look at D1 standings, please. Yeah.
Shut up. Look at these
the
standings. Look at these standings.
Walter, you do realize you're tied in the standings, right?
Huh?
Huh?
How does this work?
No, you're only a point ahead because you get 3 extra points for winning, but it's 2 points for pole.
Nice.
Yo, no one told me this.
Is there a point for fastest lap or?
No point for fast lap.
Why?
Because then people can do like your weird strategy, and I don't like it.
Yeah, get good, man. Beat me on track.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Vavota because Vavota actually had some fun battles out on track. How's your race?
Fine. If I didn't crash the wing, it would be much better. But yeah, because of that wing, I had to battle with Recreate, so more fun, more battles. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was something new, and yeah, I liked it actually.
How was it trying to drive through a field of idiots spinning in every single corner on the opening lap?
I mean, firstly, I completely fucked up the start because I just didn't start and everyone started and I got hit from behind. And then I was just driving, trying to avoid every contact and everyone was just crashing into the walls.
Okay,
it looked so funny.
So for next week at Bahrain, what can we expect from you? Are we going to see you beat Sandro or Peso?
No chance.
Of course
I
not.
think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I think so.
I will try to.
I think so.
I mean, I will try to, but there is no chance. I think.
All right, thank you guys. Thank you guys for joining, and best of luck next week.
Thank you.
All right, now that we have spoken to these blithering idiots. Oh wait, they're still in the call. Oops. No, never mind. I'm just gonna move them. Right. Anyway. That has been all here at Australia. If you guys do want to sign up for the season, you can. Sign-ups are still open. Links down in the description. Come and join us. It'll be a whole barrel of laughs and fun. And yeah, that's it. We're going to be back next week for Bahrain. Hopefully Techno will be racing then. You better be fucking racing. Joff will actually remember to show up on time. And we can have even more people out on circuit. It's going to be great. But yeah, until then, stay tilt-proof on the rift. No, this isn't League. I'm so used to it. See?